Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums. Design, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, I'm jumping into No Man's Sky, and I want to look at the content that we've just been delivered in. So, we've all been given Worlds Part 2, and Worlds Part 2 has given us deeper oceans. Okay, now these deeper oceans, they give more of a threat when it comes to the old hazard protection, but it does more than that too, you know. We're supposed to be going up against the horrors of the deep in a roundabout way and somehow sort of surviving out in these hostile climates. But these creatures, are they that dangerous? Do they deliver in a new challenge? Well, that's what I want to try and find out today, chums. So just bear me one moment. Okay, so we've all seen these underwater deep sea critters, giant fauna that are going to attack us. As you can see here, I have got in the new sorts of bits of hardware, but my life support is going extremely fast because of the depth that I'm at. Now, when I do spot one of these nasty creatures, or well, I say nasty, I mean, we don't know, they're quite docile to be fair, these giant squids. But I am going to try and fight against one of these guys. Now, I have actually got the ability to call my Nautilin out whenever I wish. So there we go, let's just jump inside the Nautilin for a moment. Lovely jubbly. Now my life support, even though you can't see it, is still going down. And this is what catches people out. Look, it's still going down right there, look. I'm going to just top it up. Even though you're inside the Nautilin doesn't actually shield your life support. You just can't see your life support. So a lot of people still die while they're inside of their Nautilin, just as a heads up. I mean, I just topped it up and you can see that it's going down. Well, yeah, it continues to go down inside the Nautilin. Anyway, I'm going to be swimming up and we'll see if we can encounter one of these giant squids. Once I see one of these giant squids, I'm going to shoot it. There we go, there's one right there. Right, scatter blaster. Take this, you creature of evil. Right, I'm shooting this giant squid right now. Does it attack me? And I'm on normal mode. No, it doesn't. It just takes a couple of shots to the face. Doesn't do anything. I want to do combat with thee. Come on. This is end game content, dang you. Right, I'm going to set you on fire then, squid face. How'd you like them apples? Look, it just swims away. I want to know what sort of resources I get for shooting the living cack out of you and ending you. Come here. Right, there we go. Have that. In the face. Right, I'm getting a load of more dye. He's done. I got a load of salty chunks for that, people. But to what end, you know? What end? It's a bit of an odd one. My thermal protection is actually protected though, I believe, inside of here. I'll go on back down to my base. But what I'm pointing out to you people is although that we've got all this end game content, what is end game about it exactly? We get given all of these new resources to go and get, but then what do we build with these new resources? Why do we need them? Is there anything worth building at end game to have? I'm not finding anything, you know. I mean, yes, we've got some new bits of tech, like that bit of tech that I just used. And for that bit of tech, well, it's not telling me what I need there. Oh, it does at the bottom. 70 activated quartzite, 2 quantum computers, and 45 crystallized helium, which you only get on the purple planets. So I've actually built that bit of tech. That allows me now to build exocrafts wherever I like. However I like. So I could call out my exomech if I wanted underneath the ocean and traverse the landscape, which is actually really cool. I'll show you that in a moment. And we've got this nutrient ingester. Both of these bits of tech actually make the game easier at endgame, right? But why? Why do we need to make the game even easier? Shouldn't we be getting a challenge at endgame? I mean, yeah, I'm swimming around out there and you can see I nearly went as flat as a pancake within a few moments because, you know, it is hard to survive at these levels. It is. I mean, granted, fair enough. It is fairly hard to survive, but just jump in a Nautilin, have a couple of life support modules and, you know, the actual oxygen thingies and you're fine. But anyway, if I go into here, go into there, I can even call out my little exomech if I wanted. Oh, why can't I call out my exomech? That's weird. Normally you can call your exomech into water. That's very strange. I can call that, but not the exomech anymore. I used to use the exomech in water all the time. Well, that's weird. You know what? I'm near to my base anyway. I'll just show you that you can use it. Yeah, I know. Right, let's just get in my exomech. Bum, bum, bum. Come on, exomech. Oh, okay. I guess you can't then. There you go. Ah, hold on. He's got the AI unit in him. There you go. I'm in him now. There you go. Look, all the hazard protection's going up. Everything's going up. I can just use the exomech down at the bottom of the ocean, which is actually quite cool. It's not very good at getting you back up to the top of the surface of the ocean, obviously, but it's quite cool just traversing the landscape down here. It makes it feel like you're not underwater anymore. It's actually really quite surreal inside your exomech, underwater. But it's a bit weird you can't just summon it using that new piece of tech, when you can quite clearly use your exomech underwater quite well, to be fair. And because it's completely hazard protection proof, it's probably one of the best exomechs to use underwater if you're travelling horizontally anyway. If you want to get out of here vertically, perhaps not, because look, there's freaking mountains under here. The terrain is crazy underneath these new water biomes. But what I'm just trying to put out to you people is, right now, there's some very odd things going on in the way that we've been given all this lovely new stuff. At the same time, I'm finding it hard to know why, unless there is more to come and we're going to be given some underwater content that's huge or something, you know? Anyway, where's the boost button for this dang thing? Oh, there it is. Nice. Let's see how quickly I can get to the surface anyhow. But yeah, I just hoped there would be a little bit more to do inside of this. Since it is sort of locked behind an end game wall, if you like, the tasks of finding the autophage, building your own autophage construct inside of the spatial anomaly, doing all the remembrance stuff, well, not the remembrance stuff, but you know, the birthing of a new seed or a new system, or aligning yourself to the Atlantid or to the Atlas. It just feels like maybe they could have delivered in a little bit more when it comes to what you actually can do and build and deliver in, because all these new resources, there's like what, 4 or 5 bits of new tech, not even that you can build. It just feels like a little bit of a wasted opportunity. And I say this quite a lot with patches that come in. Maybe they're just foundational footholds for what's to come. It's like I said the same with settlements. I found settlements to be quite shallow. After I built my settlement, after I was the overseer, and I found that the actual ranking of it would loop or reset, I kind of saw it as a little bit pointless. And I'm feeling the same sort of way about the content that's been delivered in. As nice as it looks, and as good as the photo opportunities it delivers, and the experience of a little bit of exploration and a little bit of, oh, that's really cool. After a small while, and I'm saying a very small while, you see patterns. Every single oceanic planet has giant squids. Some of them are nice and translucent and really cool, look very Tron-like. Others are like what you just saw there, giant Animite type looking things. There is variance, but there's not enough variance for me to go and want to visit every single oceanic planet. I don't want to come down as I was on the hype train, then I was in awe, and now I'm on a hate train, because that's not the case. I think everything they've put in is fantastic, especially for new players coming into the game and seeing all this additional variety. But what I'm trying to get at is why? What do we do with it? Okay, apart from take pictures, explore, what do we do? Where is the end game things to do? Why do I need to gather this new resource? What can I do with these new fauna? I don't know. I was hoping when I saw the large megafauna underneath the water, if you engaged in combat with them, they would at least tear you limb from limb. I was hoping that would be a thing. But I figured, well, I haven't tried, I haven't shot them, I haven't seen whether they do turn on you and become predatory and completely annihilate you. So I gave it a go this episode. Didn't happen for me. Have you found any that are aggressive? Have you been torn limb from any of these new faunas? Yeah, sound off in the comments, let me know. Do you think this is foundational? Do you think this is going to be expanded upon like they did with No, they didn't actually expand upon with settlements. They left them exactly how they were. Do you think that they're going to leave this exactly how it is, or do you think that when the Void Mother appears and maybe the Atlantids return, do you think it's going to equate to something in substance and something that we can do? Or do you think it is just going to be a text adventure and this is just set dressing? Let me know in the comments. I mean, I don't want to downplay this as just being set dressing, but when you look at it objectively and what we can do with this new content, although it's content we can see with our eye peepers, I'm not seeing much content that we actually interact with, unless you want to go fishing, of course. And then I've got a whole freaking array of fishing videos. I guess I do. But yeah, it seems to be a very cosmetic, all of this, rather than something that's drawing me back in to do and do and do again and again and again. It's made me come in and go, wow, this is freaking lovely for the eye peepers. What do I do with it other than explore it? And I am an explorer, so I am loving it. Don't get me wrong, I am loving exploring all these new worlds and what they're delivered in. But I kind of feel that after I've seen all the new variants of the biomes, seen the variants in the gas giants and the underwater worlds, and considering I've only been playing this for about a week, I think I've seen most variants. I'm still looking for a jungle planet, or one of these tropical planets that's as dense as the screenshots. But so far I've found woodland areas. In fact, I've done every Monday and Tuesday, I'm doing a little live adventure where I look for them. I put one of them up there. Go hit that up and give it a watch. I did find a nice jungly planet, but it wasn't super dense like the screenshots. But anyway, people, that's pretty much everything I've got for you. It's just a little bit of a quandary. I don't know whether I'm feeling alone on this one. I might do a poll over on my community tab, and I'll put a link to that poll inside of this video description, because I don't know. Have I rushed this too much, do you think? Maybe I'll put that as an option inside of the poll. Do you think if I took my time with this, whether it would have lasted a lot longer? I mean, I do love No Man's Sky. I do plough in the hours, it has to be said. Maybe I've oversaturated it for myself, but I feel I've seen every pattern, every variant, to some degree, that gas giants have to offer, ocean planets have to offer, and what some of these new moons have to offer. But at the same time, I'm still coming across new terrain. I'm seeing new terrain out there that harks back to the vanilla sort of updates. And maybe because I was with the game at vanilla, I've seen all these new terrains, well, new. Maybe because I've seen them before in the past, I am excited to see them. It's nice to see them. It's hard for me to find the words. I'm struggling to find the words. I'm happy with everything they've put in. Don't get me wrong. I'm blown away by the amount of new variety and old variety that's come back. But at the same time, I just don't understand what we now do on top of this. This was delivered behind a wall of endgame. But where's the end game? We've got end game sites, but we haven't got end game doings. Okay? It's hard to get the words. Anyway. Sound up in the comments, let me know, and hit up the poll. Goodbye, and goodbye again.